Alright guys, welcome back to another Pokemon Masters video. So we are going to be taking on the ultimate challenge or the ultimate battle in this video, and I'm very confident in the team with taking on Lucy, because that's who we're going to be taking on, because in the anniversary for Pokemon Masters, we got an amazing ground type sync pair, and we also got an amazing steel type support-ish type of sync pair, because they are multi-types, or they are a multi-type sync pair. So they're going to be very, very good. And if you don't know who I'm talking about, then it is Arc Suit Cynthia and then Arc Suit Steven. And then I have Professor Sycamore here because they're going to help with getting rid of the status immunities. So that's going to be helpful. And I'm pretty sure we have, not pretty sure, I know we have, because with their training move, they can get rid of any status condition the first time, and we do have MP refresh on the training move. So if we can get that to activate, then that's going to be very, very good. And we also have Healing Hand, so it has a 30% chance of removing all status conditions from ally sync pairs when the user uses an attack. So if we get unlucky with an MP refresh on the training move, then we just attack with Professor Sycamore and then have a 30% chance to remove the status condition. So is it with just Sycamore, or is it with everybody? Healing Hand from all... Okay, yeah. So it's with everybody. Perfect. Alright. So let's just go in with this battle right now, because this is going to be a little bit of a longer battle, because they just have so much HP. Like, they really have so much HP to where, like, even Sandstorm is going to be getting rid of, like, 90 or, like, 10,000 damage on the enemy. And that's a lot. So if Sandstorm is doing that much damage to the enemy, you know for a fact they have a lot of HP. I don't know exactly how much HP they have, but if any of you guys know, just leave the comments down below, because I'm pretty sure there's someone that has the HP numbers on the bosses here. But let's just keep attacking, and hopefully we do not get poisoned right away, because we did not get the MP refresh, which is unfortunate. So we are going to be taking a lot of damage with the Shadow Ball, because Metagross is weak to Ghost. But we have Potion, so we're going to heal up with Metagross, and then we should be fine. And then right after that, we're going to Sync move with Cynthia here, get Mega Evolved, and then the next Sync move we're going to be using is going to be with Steven and Metagross, so we can get that nice ×2 multiplier and buff up Steven's defenses to help us tank a little bit better as well. So let's go for Earthquakes now. I think we're going to use 1 or 2 more Earthquakes until we have to put up Sandstorm again. Now, we don't need to put Sandstorm up right away, because we kind of, actually, you know what? Let's do it now, because that'll help with getting to our Sync move again. And then on top of that, we can also have Sandstorm up so that they could take more damage every time they're attacking. So I think they're going to go for a Sludge Wave. Yeah, they are. Okay, let's start attacking, so at least we can get the chance of getting the status remove from Garchomp, because that's the main guy we're trying to get the status immunity away from. Do we get it to activate? And we do not. Oh, we do. Perfect. Okay, that was huge. That was actually very big. Okay, so now I think we should be fine for the rest of the battle, actually. We're going to use one more Earthquake here, and then we're going to Sync move with Metagross, and then we're going to be good. And then we should be good to go, because every time Metagross does Sync move as well, he is going to be healing the enemy. Or us, not the enemy. Imagine he heals the enemy. That would be a terrible sync pair. And I'm still getting... I'm still recovering from being sick, so I might sound a little different, of course, and then I might, I don't know. My mind is still not 100% there, because, being sick sucks. And I know everybody's been there. It's just a human thing. We've literally all been there. But I think now at this point, we should be good, because we're going to be doing a lot of damage, even when we're not in the Sandstorm. We're still going to be doing a lot of damage, because Metagross, he's going to be tanking these like a champ, along with helping us do a solid amount of damage as well. I think we're going to Sync move with Sycamore so that we could do even more damage, because then we're going to be at +5 on our Sync buff. But I think I'd rather go for the sync move with Cynthia because we are type advantage with Garchomp. So I'd rather prioritize the sync with Garchomp so that we could do even more damage. Because when they sync, they do a ton of damage, especially when they're super effective. So I think it would be more beneficial to use Cynthia and Garchomp just because of the advantages that we do have. And then, like, look at Metagross, man. He is just crazy. So we are going to get poison here, which is unfortunate. But I don't think that should matter too much. Let's start going for Horn Leech just in case. Like, just to be on the safe side. But I think regardless, we should be fine. Because after we sync move here, we should be good. So let's go ahead, do the sync move. Hopefully we can get the remove on the poison. And we do not, which is unfortunate. But again, like I said, after the sync move, we should be able to do this. And I can't believe I'm actually about to beat this. Like, I've been wanting to beat this for so long. And we just come here on the first try and beat it. Yeah, awesome. Awesome. I'm so happy with this. I am extremely happy. And there we go. As you guys can see, first time clearing it. So I am not bullshitting anything. First time reward. I would have sounded more happy, but again, I am still getting over my sick. I'm still getting over being sick, I mean. But no, I'm very happy with this. I am very happy. Like, Cynthia, Steven, they're insane. And Sycamore is definitely the MVP as well for helping getting rid of the poison. So I'm very happy with this. No complaint. This is amazing. So, let's take a look at the sync grids now, because after these battles, what I want to try to do is, like, even in other videos, I did show their sync grid, but I think to go a little bit more in depth with the video, or with the sync pair, I'm going to do the showcase on the sync grid on how I built my sync pairs at the end of the video, because then at least we can get the battle at the beginning of the video, and then the last part of the video could just be like going over the sync grid for all these sync pairs. So, let's start off with the MVP, which is Cynthia and Garchomp. So we'll go to their sync grid over here, and we'll talk about that. So when you get them to a certain sync level, so I got them to sync level 3, so we're able to go all the way up to here. So we got the plus 20 attack, and then we also got the Catalytic Divine Earthquake power up plus 50, so that's like their buddy move that they get basically. And that's going to be 50 plus power, which is a lot, which is huge. And then on the top right of the grid, and keep in mind, she is 3 out of 5. So this is stuff that, or a grid that is built for 3 out of 5. I have Sandstorm Propulsion 9, so reduces the sync move countdown by 1 when its move is successful, and that's how I'm able to get to the sync move very quick because of this. And then we also have Almighty Rending Earthquake Move Gauge Refresh 3, I'm pretty sure. Yep, Move Gauge Refresh 3. Has a 40% chance of charging the user's move gauge by 1 when its move is successful. And then we also got Almighty Rending Earthquake power-ups over here, 2 of them, increasing the power by 6. And then we got some stat increases over here, of course, which you could also get at 1 out of 5. And then at the bottom right, we got some more Almighty Rending Earthquake power-ups, so plus 3 there, plus 3 there, and then plus 3 over there. So we got plus 9 on the attack damage for Almighty Earthquake. And then we got Sands of Time 2. Quickly charges the move gauge during a sandstorm. And then we got Team Sandstorm Immunity. So it protects all ally sync pairs from damage from a sandstorm. So that's going to be helpful because, like in this case, we have sync pairs that are not ground type or that are not immune to the sandstorm. So having this is going to help with keeping the team protected so that they're not taking all that damage in the sandstorm. So that's the grid I have built for Cynthia and Garchomp. I think it's a pretty good build. It's what also helped beat this stage too, of course. And to beat these kind of stages, like, you really need to have strong sync pairs, and you need to have like a good team, because you can't just go in here with a throwaway team and expect to win. It's not the case. You really need to come up with a strategy, know the boss, and know what to do, and when to attack, and who to attack with, and when to heal, and all that stuff. So it does take knowledge and money at points too, of course. If you have a lot of good sync pairs, then you probably spent quite a bit of money at the same time as well. That's not always the case, but in most cases it kind of is. It just depends on how long you've been playing as well. So now let's go for the second MVP, which is Metagross, for taking those hits like a freaking champ. So let's go to the grid for Metagross over here. And his grid is quite big. Oh my god. That's a pretty intimidating grid. So my Metagross is 1 out of 5. So this is just a grid built on 1 out of 5. So let's just start at the top right, or I guess halfway on the top right. But we have the Iron Head power up, 2 of them. So that's powering up Iron Head by 6. And then we just got stat increases, and again, this is 1 out of 5, so if you just have one copy, this is something that basically everybody's able to do. And then on the top left, we got Bullet Punch power-ups, so that's 2 of them, bringing it up to plus 6 on the power. Bottom right, we got another Bullet Punch power-up, so plus 9 on the power increase. And then another one over here on the bottom left as well, so that's now plus 12 on the Bullet Punch power-ups. And then we have Antitoxin, so this really helped with the fight actually. This really helped because Antitoxin prevents you from getting poisoned. So this definitely helped a lot too. Even though it didn't really matter too much, but having Metagross attack and doing a little bit of chip damage does help in the long run. Because for all I know, if we weren't attacking with Metagross, we possibly wouldn't have killed on the sync move with Cynthia and Garchomp. And then maybe it would have costed us the fight. We don't know. So having Metagross not get poisoned was a big help in the fight. And then on the bottom right, we have Iron Head Move Gauge Refresh 3, along with more Iron Head power-ups, so that's plus 6 over here. So just like with Bullet Punch, plus 12, Iron Head also has a plus 12 power to the move. So that is Metagross's and Steven's sync grid. I do plan on giving them or getting them to plus or to level 150. But I want to try to get at least minimum 5 sync pairs that I can get to 150, because I want to have my strength power up all at once basically. So whenever I get like at least minimum 5 or 10 that I can get to level 150, I'm going to do that all in one shot. And then I'm going to see the before and after when it comes to my total team or my total strength for all the characters that I have. So now let's go to Sycamore and Xerneas with their sync grid. They are 5 out of 5. I'm pretty sure they're 5 out of 5 because they're a free sync pair. So I would imagine... Yeah, okay, so they're 5 out of 5. Let's go to their sync grid. And this is their grid at 5 out of 5. I do plan on making them a little bit stronger, but right now, this is just what I have built for them on the grid. So at 5 out of 5, top left, I have Healing Hand 2 has a 30% chance of removing all status conditions from the allied sync pairs when the user Pokemon uses a move. And that's what really helped with removing poison as well for the second time when we did get poison. Third time it didn't work, but it's only a 30% chance, but it really helped when that first 30% kicked in. The second time we got poison, that was a huge help, and that easily is what helped win us the fight too. Because if we got poison on the second time they tried to poison us, we easily would have lost. So the fact that the 30% kicked in right away, that was a massive help. And then we got Moonblast power up, which we weren't using Moonblast, but we have that. And then we also have the World is Vast MP Refresh 2. Has a 30% chance of restoring the MP of the user's move. So this did not activate, but if we did, it's basically a guaranteed heal on the status conditions, which is what I was hoping for, but we did not get it. But we did get the other 30% when we did use Horn Leech from Healing Hand 2. So that was very helpful there. And then we got stat increases, and then moving to the bottom right, we have S-Move HP Recovery M1. Restores the user's HP by approximately 20% of its maximum HP after using a sync move. We did not get that to activate because we were mainly focusing on sync moving with Metagross and Cynthia. But this is also helpful as well if you want Xerneas to survive a little bit longer. And then we have Horn Leech power-ups, 2 of them. So that's going to bring Horn Leech to plus 6 on the power. And then we have Horn Leech Move Gauge Refresh 3, along with Horn Leech Master Healer 1. So that's my grid with Xerneas and Sycamore. And then that is my team that I use for the ultimate battle against Lucy. If you have these characters as well, I would definitely try to take on Lucy because you get 300 gems for completing it, as you saw in the video. And this is just overall a killer team. Like, this team cannot die. I mean, it can if you get unlucky with not healing, but I mean, besides that, like, there's no poison involved, this team is basically like almost untouchable, because you got two of like the strongest Sing Pairs, and then you got a pretty good, or a very good support that is free to play as well. So definitely a very good team. But if you have this team, like I said, definitely give it a shot, because again, 300 gems and completing an ultimate battle, one of the hardest difficulties in the game right now. it's definitely a nice feeling having it completed. But that's going to be it for this video. Finally have one of these ultimate battles done, and we still have so many more other ultimate battles to complete. But I'll definitely keep trying. I'll keep trying out different teams and seeing what works, and go from there. But that'll be it for this video. Let me know how many of the ultimate battles you have completed, which one is the most difficult for you, or which one is the most easiest for you if you have any of them completed. But leave your comments down below. That'll be it for this video, and I'll see you guys on the next one.